Hello, I'm back. Okay, we should probably come up with like some kind of different intro. That was kind of garbage. What up, it's your girl Brianna, aka Blazing Break, aka Chef Barbie, aka Muscle Mommy. And what am I? I'm back with another video, like I said. You know what I'm about to talk about? I don't even know. Let me just move this over here, child, because I feel really uncomfortable. This is like not my space. All right. Today I'm talking about momentum. Lately, these past couple of weeks were filled with side quests and adventures and every great thing in between. I've been going to beaches, doing events, doing some side gigs, just working on the weekends, and just meeting up with people, meeting new people, just experiencing greatness and tasting great food. And my birthday was this Monday. I had the best birthday. Went to this like Japanese barbecue, whatever. And it was just, oh my god, the food is so good. Always there, always. Back when I was balling, when I was working at Sephora, I was in there like every weekend. Now it's like a baddie on a budget. You feel me? So you're wondering, why am I talking about these things? Well, I used to think that I was depressed because I was just depressed, and this is what I was like. This is just happened to be something that I was since I was 18. But y'all, imagine if I just stopped scrolling and then went outside, and that's exactly what I did, and built the momentum from there. I've been introduced to so many opportunities, met so many cool people, did so many great things in the span of a couple weeks. This summer has honestly been one of the best summers I ever had because I was out of the house. I'm telling y'all, like, I think there's a direct correlation with staying outside of the house and depression. Get your scientists on that ASAP. No, I actually think that it's a cycle, right? You get sad, you kind of be in isolation mode, and then you get sad because you're in isolation mode and you're seeing everybody having these awesome, amazing lives, and you're just like, dang, I wish I could do that. But then I could do that, and I did do that. And life has been so freaking funny. Like, I met this Instagram famous person at the beach. My birthday was lit. I met cool new people. I've been singing at places, and my events are going well. And my next one is July 19th. Like, I'm cured, guys. I still take my meds, though. It's important to mention. Momentum. Momentum is important because no matter what you're doing, whether you're an artist or a person, or I'm sure you're a person, you're not a robot, but whether you're an artist, whether you're a person that's trying to get into art or poetry or any kind of creative form, momentum is the most important thing for you to have, because momentum is gonna beat motivation every single time. The momentum and the discipline is the perfect equation for longevity. And I used to say, man, I give up on music. I made a whole song today with the whole beat and everything, and I'm actually really proud of it. And I think the momentum inspired the initiation built inspiration for the momentum that I'm going to be having. And I got back on my bass and it felt good. And I was just like, brr, brr, brr. I'm not a bassist yet, but I do know my way around a bass, which I can say. Momentum is important to me personally because momentum is like that one thing you need, like kinetic energy and stuff, like scientific laws. Okay, let me be for real. Kinetic energy and making sure that like things stay in motion, and even if it's just like a teensy weensy smidge of a millisecond of motion, that's still progress. And speaking of progress, the best example of momentum that I can give you in my personal life, I was always like, I've been thinking about writing a poetry book. I've been thinking about doing this. I've been thinking about doing that. One day I was just like, I'm gonna just do it. And then it took me like 4 or 5 years to think about something rather than less than a month of actually creating the thing and actually putting it out for the world to experience. And I just want to say that it's important for all of us to recognize that sometimes our own thoughts be our own enemies. So you just got to build that momentum for yourself and actively choose to be, hey, momentous. That's the word I got for y'all. Momentous. Is that a word? I'm looking up right now. If it's not a word, I'm evaporating off the face of the earth. Momentous. Hold on. Something of great or far-reaching importance, significance, or consequence. Oh. Duh. I know. Like, it's something to celebrate. I knew that, guys. But I used it in the wrong context. So basically, I have a lot of energy and I'm very happy because today I recorded another podcast episode and I'm very happy to share it with you guys. It's going to be out on Patreon and Spotify. I think I have the link to both my Spotify podcast and my Patreon, but if not, it's definitely my Patreon is in the link in my bio. So check it out. If you haven't seen the other episodes, what are you doing? This podcast episode, we talked about spirituality, love, the music industry, and how it is today, and culture, like ethnically. It was just a lot. It was a lot, and it was great. We went over time, but I didn't even care. That was so far. What else is new with me? Momentum in just life. Slowly but surely get my life together, man. I don't have all the answers. I definitely don't have the answers, Sway. So don't ask me nothing. But one, I do know that the shadow work I've been doing since I was 18 years old has finally been, actually it's been paying off, but it's finally been coming to light and coming to life within my art. And my poems are always my shadow work, and my songs are my shadow work. My poems are my piece, my songs are my shadow work. I say it in an old poem of mine. So I think that it's finally coming together in ways that I didn't think that it could. So immense, utmost gratitude, thanking God for the process and the journey and the life and the impact that I have the opportunity to have on people in their lives. This week has been momentous and full of momentum. Let's just say that. Getting back into the swing of things, obviously, it's been taking a little longer than I expected, but I think I'm willing to sit and savor the moment and sit in the juices and just love where I'm at, because when I get to where I'm at, where I need to be, I'm gonna look at where I'm at right now and be like, dang, I really should have just had fun. And right now I'm focusing on the balance of fun and focus. Like, we right here. Right here. Fun's right here. Focus is right here. Yeah. And I feel so good. I just want to say something else about momentum. Momentum is also not something that you should feel ashamed of because you're not having much of it. At one point I was like, oh my God, I'm not where I want to be. I'm not doing this, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing this because I don't have this and I don't have and it's just like, okay, let me just sit and be grateful where I am right now. 3 podcast episodes in, author of a book, I put music out, I'm back on my bass, like, I got my Substack, like, this is a lot of things. I'm grateful for a lot of things. And also, for my birthday, I just have a lot of people who care about me and want to be there for me. So, and it's not just for my birthday, it's for lifers, full lifers. I am just grateful. I'm happy and I'm grateful. That's all I gotta say about that. Yesterday, my little boo thing that's not my boo thing took me out. We got couples massages. We did all you can eat sushi. We did our little big one. It was fun. It's fire. I tried plum wine for the first time, which is like amazing, but it was like a little sweet. So, what else recently? Um, I've been doing events for other people, like volunteering or whether paid or volunteered. I'm into just helping other people, but I'm also like locked in with my own stuff and keeping the momentum with my own stuff because I can't forget about myself, of course. Um, and also, I love love. I love everything that comes with it. And a part of the podcast that you'll hear my excerpt that I wrote at when I was in school about love, and you'll hear it at the podcast because when I drop it, and because it's in there somewhere, and you gotta listen for it. I'm not gonna tell it to you right now because, yeah, you want to find it. Scavenger hunt on your ass. Basically, when I talk about love, it's like a complicated equation, and a part of that equation is trust, honesty, love, compassion, care, discipline, and making active decisions to choose to love. And love is not always pretty, but it's always pure. It can be messy, but it's also magnificent. I think why I'm talking about love in this momentum video is because I love the idea of being disciplined and choosing an act of self-love to choose to be disciplined in momentum. Whether it's the smallest, smidgiest, smeetsiest, tiniest, weetsiest ounce of motivation, of that forward motion, that's what gives us the little pat on our back, the little drive, that energy, that battery in our back. That's what gives us the ability to really say, hey, I showed up for myself today. I loved on myself today. I did a radical act of self-love today by choosing to increase my own momentum. You see how that tied in there? Because I'm like that. Momentum is also really important because if you're not moving, you're stagnant. And if you're not stagnant, if you're stagnant, I messed up. Hold on, let me find it. If you're not moving, you're stagnant. If you're stagnant, you're not growing. And if you're not growing, what you doing? It's okay for certain things to stay the same, but I'm very happy to say I'm not the same person I was like 3 months ago, 2 months ago, hell, even 3 weeks ago. Always learning, always evolving, ever changing, ever expanding, ever growing, ever learning. And it's a forever thing. It's a how long I have to live. That's how long I have to learn. And isn't that so beautiful, guys? I hope you find the beauty at the end of the day in your journey, your own path, your own walk of life, your own spirituality, your own religion, your own culture. You find the beauty in all of it and appreciate where you are, because even though momentum is beautiful and is momentous, it's marvelous, it's miraculous, it's also something to just sit and witness and observe. So two things can be true at once. You can sit and appreciate the momentum and observe it, or you can also actively choose to drive and work on it and work towards it and build off of it a foundational understanding of momentum and what it can do for you and your life. Because here I was thinking I'm just depressed. Mind you, it was probably just cold outside and I was inside the house all day. Like, let's be real. I feel like that would do a lot to a lot of people. But not only do I love my own company, I love solitude. Sometimes the solitude and isolation can like slowly blend into each other and bleed into each other. I was like, nah, I gotta do something about this. No more doom scrolling. We getting back into our routines. We going out, we being social, we loving life, and we life in love. Exactly. Couple of announcements. I'm not putting music on SoundCloud anymore because I just don't feel like it. I just would rather put it out through all streaming platforms. Posting more on TikTok, go hit me up on there. I mean, I'm unnicheable because I'm indecisive and multi-talented. So I am still trying to figure my life out on there. So don't judge me, and I won't judge you. Like we listen, we don't judge, right? What else? Tune in for the podcast episode on Patreon. I have a wonderful special guest who is oh so intelligent. Love to pick their brain about things. As of my wellness event, July 19th, the theme is belief and blame. We basically talk about what we believe, why we believe what we believe, our blame and why we blame, how we blame. Also, there's going to be some special guest performances from some special people. So make sure to get your tickets. Tickets are on the link in my bio on Instagram, not on here. So I'm going to update that very soon. What else? Tickets are like $5. General admission is $5. The donation is a sliding scale. So you can get your general admission, but also if you want to pay more, there is the donation section of the ticket link. I got some fire people coming and performing, y'all. I'm so excited. What else? The last event that I danced at was my own event, which I'm very happy about. The next dance event that I'm doing is outside of my own events. It's July 26th. It's the extravaganza through Chikawale. And if you're interested in that, I can get you some tickets. I can get you the ticket link, not get you some tickets. I'm still a starving artist. Let me redact. Still, no, I wouldn't say starving. I would say because I'm very well fed. Like, we don't talk about it. But I'm a hungry artist. I'm gonna say that. I'm very, very hungry. Hungry, anticipating, very motivated, very momentous, but not in the way that is originally explained in the dictionary. Another announcement. I'm just a great person and I love myself. And that's my announcement. Hit me up, like, comment, share, subscribe, do all of the great things because I get on this camera and talk to my iPad because I hope you get something out of it. And if you did, then I did my job. But it is Shedelmarie signing off. Love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next episode.